On December 7, at Dr. Annie Kalajian's warm and welcoming home, full of festive decorations, colorful lights, carefully wrapped gifts, and delicious morsels of international cuisine, took place a unique event titled Pamper Yourself Holiday Gratitude and Healing Party, where the guest had an opportunity to meet with wonderful healers of different modalities and engage in a private 10-minute mini sessions of personalized healing.
We are at Meaningful World Healing gathering, and especially at this time, it's very important for us to pamper ourselves. And in this gathering, we have 7 different integrative healers: spiritual transformation, energy healing, consciousness raising, Reiki, flower remedies, music therapy, etc. We are trying, because we are surrounded by chaos, a lot of wars. The most recent one is in my birthplace in Syria. We feel a lot of people also are sharing a lot of helplessness, anger, disappointment, frustrations. So the only thing we can do is work on ourselves. So in this gathering, we're helping people to come together in a community and commit to self-healing and increasing the light within. When we are surrounded in darkness, the only thing we can do is look at what we can control. And our health and well-being, energetically, psychologically, physically, and naturally, ecologically, emotionally, is all that we are offering today. Private mini sessions in each room will be giving people an idea how to increase the light within, how to bring peace within, in spite of the chaos that is happening all around us.
The type of healing included Reiki, flower and essential oils therapy, spiritual transformation, energy healing, reconnective healing, and music therapy, giving guests a chance to experience a wide range of healing techniques aimed to heal and pamper their bodies, souls, and minds. Each of the attending guests had an opportunity to meet with these incredible healers and benefit from a session with them. The participating healers were Tanya Vartanyan, who held Reiki sessions.
Dr. Kalajian invited me. I do a Reiki. I do Reiki for a long time to myself, and I benefit a lot. That's why when she invited me, I wanted to help other people. Reiki is a universal energy. Its energy is everywhere, in our thoughts, our words, our actions. Every single thing in the universe is an energy. It's a vibration, and it's a God source. First, I connect to a source, the God source. Then I transfer that energy to others, either with my hands. I put my hands on top of them, or I use symbols. There are a couple of symbols. I can use symbols, and without touch them, I still can heal.
Dr. Linda Maresnico, offering energy healing.
Dr. Annie and I are both psychologists, and I know of her from the New York State Psychological Association. I learned of her humanitarian efforts in so many countries, and I made a donation, and so she invited me to the first Christmas party a couple of years ago. So I'm here because I want to support her efforts. She is a dynamic woman, and her efforts are in many countries throughout the world. And about 20 years ago, I joined a spiritual group, and through the experiences, I began my spiritual journey, a conscious spiritual journey. And I became a Reiki master. I studied integrated energy work and also vortex energy. It allows me to heal my clients. Today, much of it is telehealth, but I'm able to share the energy on the internet. As I heal others, I heal myself too. I've also worked with my family. The energies are amazing, and they heal and relax, and they add to a beautiful bounty of energy that we need in this world today.
Reverend Jane Lipsky, led spiritual transformation.
When Dr. Ani Kalajian first invited me to come here and be a healer and work with spiritual transformation, I felt very excited because I think it is an amazing opportunity for people to really connect to what it is that they're feeling ready to let go of and what they're wanting to bring in, especially at a time when seasons are changing, the world is changing. I think one of the things I do is I create a space where people can feel able to connect to their inner wisdom and ask themselves the question of what is it that they're wanting to change in their lives, emotionally, energetically, spiritually. What are they wanting to let go of? What are they wanting to manifest and bring forth?
Paul Jaffe held reconnective healing sessions.
Dr. Ani invited me. I think her work is really important. There's obviously in this world a lot of people are undergoing different kinds of trauma from natural disasters, from wars and conflicts and many other things. And Ani's doing great work going around to serve people by helping them heal from trauma. And I'm very much in support of that. So I come here in order to support Ani's work. I do reconnective healing work. The reconnective healing is a kind of frequency healing. I feel the healing frequencies and I pay attention to the person and they come into interaction with the healing frequencies. Everybody experiences it in a different way. Some people get very relaxed. Some people feel, intense energy in their body. People see things, they hear things, they experience sometimes beings of light, or I have one woman who got up off the table and she said, "Oh, look what I can do." I said, "What's that?" Because I don't ask if they have what their problem is in the beginning. She said, "Oh, I just had all the latches changed in my house because I have arthritis and I couldn't take the doorknobs, so couldn't hold the doorknobs, so I had them taken off and latches put on."
Mark Ackerman guided music therapy.
Today I'm coming here to work with hopefully people who are in the healing professions to lend a new dimension to whatever's going on here. I came here because Dr. Ani asked me to, and I have had some good experiences in the past working with her in some of her patients and friends and fellow colleagues. So it's just a chance to kind of get out and see what happens with people who are in a different place than the people I usually work with in psychiatric health. So yeah, and so what do? We just generally try to find some music, some common ground in music that everybody can relate to and hopefully be a part of the music making. So I'm just really a facilitator, and I try to do just simple music making, whether it's songs or just improvisation-based percussion stuff. And, we just try different things and see what happens and see what works, and try to give people a chance to express themselves through music or validate their cultural orientation, or maybe just a way of connecting with other people in a social context.
And Dr. Ani Kalajian offered flower remedies and essential oil therapy.
This transforms the trauma that we inherit from other generations. And we need to do that because unconsciously we're passing it on to 7 generations. And look how we are, everybody creating war, because that's what we have learned unconsciously, that you don't like something, then you create war. And to counter, also to reinforce that, peace and justice, because a lot of places we work in, like Uganda, Palestine, Lebanon, they say, where is justice? Where is justice? So we can't change the governments, but we can bring the peace and justice within us by energetically shifting ourselves through these flower, organic, natural flower essences that work on the energy level. And this is my favorite, is hope, which is heart open with positive embrace. So in spite of what terrible things are, chaos happening, we can always keep our heart open.
At the conclusion of the healing session, Dr. Ani gathered the group in a living room where the attendees had an opportunity to watch 2 films from Meaningful World's missions in Uganda and Armenia.
Our objectives were to transform trauma of ethnic cleansing taken place in September 2023 by the Azerbaijani, transform horizontal violence, which is the result of oppression, continue ecological awareness, provide energetic healing, teach our unique 7-step integrative healing model, compile the oral histories of the survivors, forge new partnerships for collaboration and sustainability.
Many Ugandans live on less than $2 a day, with poverty being particularly severe in rural areas. Our Meaningful World humanitarian mission aimed to address these pressing issues by focusing on emotional healing and well-being, transforming horizontal violence, and mitigating generational trauma and PTSD. We trained multiple groups in the 7-step integrative healing model, offered to establish peace and forgiveness gardens, and planted trees to promote ecological consciousness. Additionally, we researched trauma levels, meaning-making, forgiveness, and post-traumatic growth.
After the screening, each of the healers made brief remarks explaining the work that they do. Dr. Ani then presented each guest with a gift and heartfelt thank you. The Meaningful Worlds team, Paulina Sipilian, Sena Anmak, and David Krizanovsky, explained what they have learned from their time with the organization.
I joined Meaningful World because I wanted an opportunity to be able to help people, and I feel like this is a really unique experience, and the opportunity that I've had here is different from anything else. I'm pre-med, and so my goal in life has always been to help as many people as I can, and this has taught me a lot about different ways of healing, things that I wouldn't have encountered otherwise, the importance of empathy and how that can heal, and just all around many things that I wouldn't have been exposed to otherwise. So I'm really grateful for the opportunity to have come here and to have learned all of this.
What I learned is that there are a lot of people that want to contribute to the same things that I do, of helping those who can't help themselves, and it gives me more hope in our communities, in my generation, just for the future in general.
I joined Meaningful World to help others in need and learn about the approaches that are used to help those with trauma. And I've learned that there are a lot of different kinds of traumas and a lot of different causes to those traumas, and the methods that you use to heal the trauma, they're all intertwined, but there are variations of each, and it's good to be educated on how to deal with your trauma and to have that education to help others as well.
The evening was full of happiness, joy, and gratitude for the important lifelong humanitarian work of ATOP Meaningful World and Dr. Ani Kalajian.